I used to live by a motto: sex, drugs, and rock and roll don't work for everybody, but they sure as hell worked for me. And I was growing up, I read a lot of Hunter S. Thompson. Like everything that was Hunter S. Thompson. If you don't know who Hunter S. Thompson is, he is Johnny Depp's character in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You know, he goes by Raoul Duke. He was an author from the 1960s up till about, what, 5 or 6 years ago when he died, and then Johnny Depp put his ashes into a cannon and fired him off with fireworks. Yes, that was his final request, was to be shot off on his property in a big ass cannon. So that's pretty epic. And another reason why I grew up loving this guy. But the point of today's topic, or today's commentary, if you are looking at the title, if it drew you in, is LSD is a hell of a drug. Yes, I'm going to tell you guys about the first time I ever tried the infamous acid, the blotter, elephant head deliciousness, I want to say. Only done it twice in my life, and I will admit that is probably two of the greatest, most terrifying experiences of my life. So we'll talk about the first time here. I get off work at about midnight. This is 10 years ago. Yeah, at least a decade now. So I get off work. It's midnight on a Friday night, and I get a phone call saying, hey, we're all over at so-and-so's house. We're having a big-ass party. There's booze, there's drugs. Come on over and have a good time. So I was like, sure. Got my car, drove over, and as soon as I walked in, the dude comes right to my face and says, first two are free, buddy. I'm like, what? What the fuck is this? He's like, that right there is the best elephant head acid you're going to ever try. And I'm like, did I just walk into 1965? Like, acid? Like, really? Who does this shit nowadays? And apparently we did. So, it started out two simple hits. And as we progressed through the night, those two hits took about an hour and a half to kick in. So I took two more because I didn't think it was working. Bad mistake, guys. Bad mistake. Let the first two settle in before you take two more. And again, I'm not condoning the use of drugs. I do enjoy them as a recreational thing. They are fun. They can make things fun, but they can also make things horrible. So, after hit 4, it's about 4:30 in the morning. We are all sitting upstairs in this dude's spare bedroom watching Pearl Jam's Evolution video. If you have never seen that, check it right now after this video. Type in Pearl Jam Evolution, and it will be the most fucked up cartoon animated epic video you will ever see. Now, take that video, enhance it by about 5,000,001, and you get the biggest LSD freakout in the history of mankind. And as we're sitting there watching this video, I end up next to the window looking down on the parking lot of this guy's apartment complex. I'm sitting there at the window, I'm having a conversation with a bag lady that is 200 feet away down in the parking lot picking up garbage. Everybody looks at me like, dude, who are you talking to? And I'm like, she is melting. Now I'm melting. I'm melting. And I was sliding down the wall with my face up against it, drool coming out, just having a good time. And so I'm having this little freak out, and all of a sudden the evolution video stops. The music's done. So everything goes quiet, and I don't know what to do. So what happens? I turn around and I bolt for the outdoors. I end up outside, and I don't know if somebody was playing Metallica 1 or what it was, but there were guns and fireworks and blasts going off everywhere. I was army crawling all over this parking lot, dolphin diving here and there, crawling under cars, not knowing what to do. And my God, was it a trip. And now, it's hard to explain because if you've never done something psychedelic like that, you don't really get what I'm saying. And if you're a younger person, I am not recommending to go out there and, pick up acid for the first time to be your first psychedelic drug. I would recommend mushrooms if you're going to do that. I shouldn't even be making this video. Anyways, what happens in about now it's about 6:30 in the morning, the sun's coming up, and everything is just becoming way too real. Way too real. And we're sitting in the living room, kind of coming down, but it's like, hit number 4 is now finally kicking in type thing. So it's kind of like tunnel vision wavy thingy that's going. And what happens next is blew my mind and ruined me for life. A dude came downstairs asking where his buddy went, and he had a huge ring of piss all over him. And that, my friends, was caused by Special K. Special K is basically cat tranquilizer. It is not good. Don't do it. Don't ever try it. Don't even think of trying it. It is not a good thing to do. But seeing this guy tweaked out of his mind, piss all over his pants, all running down his leg, I had a complete mental freak out, and my trip did a complete 180. And believe me, if you don't stabilize yourself, if you don't ready yourself for the potential mayhem that your mind is going to go through, you are going to have a bad time. Yeah, I don't know. I was in a good mood. So I didn't do a rant, I did a story. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave some comments if you've experienced anything like this, or if you think I shouldn't even have made this video. So till next time, this is Fatedlime, signing off.